I'm just gonna excuse my lack of inclusion for this, but just to make things a little more clear for some people, I'm going to use women, but just so you know, it is anybody with a uterus. Okay, cool. Abortion is a woman's right. Abortion is the right of anybody who has a uterus, who has an unwanted pregnancy, or actually a pregnancy that may not necessarily be unwanted, but it is not safe for that person or the fetus to be there. It is unconstitutional to take abortion away from people. And you're never going to take abortion away. You're just going to take away safe abortion. You're going to criminalize people who are going to be devastated that they have to have this anyway, for health reasons or otherwise. They're already devastated about it, and now you're going to criminalize them for it. Some places want the death penalty, so you can knock the fucking pro-life movement completely out of this fucking equation, because they clearly don't care about the lives. They care about forcing people to give birth, because that's all they care about. These same people who say, oh, well, when abortion is illegal and you can be put in jail or put on the death penalty for it, people will stop having it. No. These are the same people that say, well, no, we can't get rid of assault rifles because people will just get a hold of them anyway. Well, people will go right back to doing the unsafe abortions. There have already been talks about having underground abortion clinics that are going to be, like, safe, and we're going to help each other when we need it. Women died receiving abortions back then. In fact, MS Magazine, had a photo of a woman who had died from giving herself an abortion because she needed it, but she couldn't access it. This was before Roe versus Wade. Roe versus Wade is still in effect, and it is legal, and it's legal for a reason. Just so you know. You want to try and turn back this stuff, but then again, you refuse to, like, acknowledge that the Second Amendment is bullshit now because guns are not like they used to be. I'm just saying. Coat hangers, those are going to be a thing again. Women are going to abuse medications to have their abortion, and a lot of places won't even allow abortions in case of rape or incest, and that is 100% stupid, that's 100% cruel, that's 100% disgusting, and is 100% immoral, and it is also 100% certain that that doesn't necessarily have to be the reason why someone should get an abortion, or should be allowed to have access to an abortion. However, an 11-year-old who was raped is going to have her child. This poor girl's probably going to die, but they don't care. They want that fetus to come out of her. They want her to look her rapist's child in the eyes. An 11-year-old who probably had no idea what sex is because you refuse to teach people, you refuse to teach children about sex. And by the time you get to it, it's too late. And by the time you get to it, you preach abstinence programs, which are proven not to work. They are 100% proven not to work. Maybe not 100%, but they are very highly proven to not work. Okay? There will be some kids that listen. But you sure as fuck know that a lot of those kids will not listen. And then what they're going to do is they're going to go and have unsafe sex because they don't know how to have safe sex. And then teenage pregnancy. That'll occur. And not only that, spread STDs around and STIs. But again, you don't care about their lives. You care about forcing somebody to give birth. No matter the instance. No matter if the person has been raped, no matter if this little girl's going to have her father's child, no matter if, you know, this person's gonna fucking die when they give birth. You don't care because you're not pro-life. You're pro-controlling women. You're pro-controlling people who have uteruses. You're pro-controlling healthcare access to people. Even though the right-wing people say they don't want a lot of government intervention. That was the whole point. In fact, they were protesting because they didn't want fucking Obamacare, because they're like, you can't force us to have healthcare if we don't want to. These are the same fucking people who think they could force this shit on people. How many abortions did Trump pay for? How many abortions did all of his cabinet members pay for? Just think about that. Miscarriages are about to be considered a crime. Miscarriages that happen because you didn't know you were pregnant, so you kept taking your birth control. Or something went wrong and you didn't know. Or perhaps a miscarriage because this woman got beat nearly to death because her fucking husband's a piece of shit. But you're gonna criminalize her. You're gonna criminalize them. This heartbeat bill is absolute bullshit, because we unplug people's lives when they are brain dead. That is what makes life, is brain function and the ability to do things. Your heartbeat means fucking nothing if you don't have this functioning correctly. People will have their heart beating, lungs working, but just laying there in a comatose state in hospital, and you pull the plug because they're not going to come out of it. Does that life not matter? No, it doesn't. You only care about forcing people to fucking birth children that you don't even fucking care about, because as soon as they're, popped out, you're like, oh god damn, you shouldn't have fucking got pregnant in the first place. You should have been fucking responsible. You don't deserve to have welfare. You don't deserve fucking help because it was your decision to get pregnant, even though you specifically, you probably were fucking raped. But your body didn't shut down, because that's totally a fucking thing. My body, my choice. This thing that would grow inside of me relies on me. It relies on me. That's why you're going to criminalize me for a miscarriage. Even though I had no say in this miscarriage. It is a part of me. It has to have food from me. It has to have oxygen from me. It has to have hydration from me. My body, my choice. If this leech is going to cause chaos, if I get fucking raped, or even if just the contraceptives that I have used don't fucking work, which they can just not fucking work. Nothing is 100% besides abstinence, but abstinence doesn't work if you get raped. So there's fucking that. Contraceptives don't always fucking work. And that might be user error, but even condoms only work 98% of the time. Even if used 100% correctly. So, that argument's completely invalid as well. So that whole, well, you just need to fucking be responsible and use contraceptives. How the fuck do you know we aren't? How the fuck do you know we aren't? People who get their fucking tubes tied, people who get the, bit of their tubes snipped, sometimes get fucking pregnant. I would like to have a hysterectomy. I don't want fucking children. I don't want fucking children. I think they're fucking stupid. And, I really don't fucking like them. And if for some goddamn fucking reason, I go, you know what? I do. I want to be a mom. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking adopt. I'm going to probably take kids from foster care, which is way more than you're fucking doing right now. You don't give a damn about those kids. You only give a damn about that fucking fetus that can't survive outside of the womb. And very rarely, those late-term abortions, those don't exist. The only time those late-term abortions happen is if there is some crazy medical reason that they need to have this child removed from them. The woman, the person with the uterus who has that done usually is like, no, you don't understand. I don't want that. I want my baby. And, the medical staff is saying, you and this child will die. For sure. Or we can get this baby out of you. We can get this fetus out of you. And then maybe, just maybe, there's an off chance that that baby will live. But, we don't fucking know. No woman goes like 8 months and goes, This last month was just gonna fucking suck. Let me go to the doctors and have them cut this fucking fetus out of me, chop it to bits and then sell it for stem cell research. Because I did all that fucking work and I'm just fucking done. No, that's not a fucking thing. Cool, great. You don't understand that because you're not fucking smart enough to understand that. And I'm gonna reiterate again. This whole thing is my body. These organs can function. This fetus can function, but it has to have me. It has to have me. Therefore, it is a part of my body. Are you gonna say that I shouldn't, donate a kidney because that's part of its own self and it's irresponsible of me to do so? No, you're not. So if I get pregnant and, that 6-week heartbeat bullshit, besides the thing that I mentioned about heartbeats anyway, yeah, no, not only is that bullshit because of that, it's bullshit because that's only 2 missed periods. And some women miss a period due to stress. You wouldn't understand this because you don't have the fucking sexual education. You don't have the health education to understand this. But sometimes stress, sometimes eating too much, sometimes working out too much can fuck up your menstrual cycle. I didn't have a period for 4 months once because of all the stress and stuff, but by that 3rd month I was like, hey ma, I haven't had a period really. I've had some spotting, but I ain't had a period. And she's like, well, that's fucking weird, wait another month and if it's still not there, go to the doctors. You know what the doctor gave me? Birth control. To help with the hormones. Because for whatever reason, something was up. That's why I'm on birth control. Criminalizing birth control as abortion is dumb. You can't say use contraceptives but then say, oh, but if you use contraceptives like birth control, that's considered abortion. You can't be pro-life, ban contraceptives, ban sex education from schools, or make them abstinence-only programs, and ban people from getting abortions. That's not pro-life, that's pro-control. That's pro-control. And it's really, these men make me fucking angry, because it's just a bunch of fucking stupid-ass, shitty-ass, belligerent-ass white men who are making these fucking laws. But then these women are also pissing me off too. But these women I kind of feel sorry for. Because they've been dictated their whole fucking lives. They don't have lives. They're just told what to think by their husbands. You can hide behind religion all you fucking want, but there is a separation of church and fucking state. And unlike what this person had claimed, it is very fucking clear that there is a separation of church and state. Don't fucking even try that shit. There is a separation of church and state. Okay? Cool. You are not pro-life. You are pro-controlling women. And I'm gonna say women because you are the same people who think that there's only men and women. So I'm gonna say women because typically women have uteruses, but some women don't have uteruses, not even because they're trans, but just medical reasons. But that's another story. You people are the worst. You can't be pro-life and then say, I sentence the mom to death, or I sentence the doctor to 99 years in prison. You can't be pro-life and say, okay, use contraceptives, but also you can't because that would be considered abortion and we can put you in jail for that. You can't be pro-life and tell people, oh, but we're gonna stop funding sex ed in schools. You sure as hell ain't teaching our children, who are young enough, but also old enough to understand this. We're gonna wait until the very last minute, and then we're only gonna teach abstinence-only programs. Because even though it's been proven that those don't fucking work, that's what we want. That's not what's best for people, but that's what we want. You're not pro-life, you're pro-controlling people. You don't care about that child that's growing inside that uterus. Because as soon as you're done protecting it, you criminalize that person and say, you were irresponsible. Who cares if you were raped? Your body didn't shut down. So clearly you fucking wanted it. Alright, so now you suffer the consequences. Oh, 11-year-old, did your daddy rape you? Oh, that's really shitty, but your body didn't fucking shut down. And, that's too bad. Looks like, you're gonna have to carry the baby of, your dad. Is it gonna completely wreck you? Emotionally and physically? Mentally? Yeah, all of the above. But that was your choice, wasn't it? Oh, damn. And then you're going to put that baby up for adoption, and that baby's not going to get adopted. Not easily. There are so many babies waiting to be adopted, so many kids in foster care, but you don't care about them. Or else you would be doing your absolute best to help them. But you don't. You aren't fooling us. You want religious dictatorship. And the freedom to not be a part of that religion, and the freedom to not partake in any religion, and the freedom to not be forced into religious ideologies that you don't agree with, is why y'all fucking went from England to here. The UK to here. You came here, raped and pillaged entire people who were already here for that fucking freedom, and here you are doing the exact same thing, if not worse. You're not a patriot. In fact, a patriot would be sitting here like, no, 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 no. That infringes on their freedom. That infringes on anybody who has a uterus's freedom. This is the land of the free, motherfucker. And you wanna talk about all this bullshit, but you don't have a good argument. Your arguments are absolutely invalid now. As soon as you mention religion, separation of church and state, motherfucker, you can't be doing this fucking shit. The only reason shit like this is getting passed is because we have a fucking tyrant and a dictator in the house right now. Who, if it was fucking Obama or any other fucking president, would have been impeached within the first year. But, you know, everybody's like bowing down to this motherfucker, thinking he's the most Christian person. But you can't be Christian and believe in all of this bullshit. First of all, you couldn't be Christian and do all this bullshit because you should be stoning women to death for looking at you fucking wrong. You know, in one verse of the Bible, it's like, oh, don't harm children, but on the other hand, they're like, punish the children and torture them if they do something wrong. Huh. So, yeah, you're wrong. I can't get a hysterectomy because I don't have my husband's permission. I don't have a significant other's permission. I'm also too young. I'm 22, and I have every fucking right to decide what I want to do with my own fucking body. But I have to wait until I'm about 25 and have like a significant other, male significant other's permission, and or I should already have 3 children, or a significant other's permission. 3 kids and a man's permission, or waiting until I'm 25 with man's permission. Why should a man give me permission to do what I want to do with my body? The answer is, he shouldn't. Nobody with a uterus should be making laws about uteruses. And the women who are acting a fool and are totally okay with this are the same women who will go up to a line and be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to vote and make sure I can no longer vote anymore. That was a dumb fucking thing, getting me the right to vote. I'm all for it. I want to stay in the kitchen. You know, if I end up having 18 fucking children, well, so fucking be it. You know, I'm a fucking slave. Chain me up. That's all I fucking am to you. Those are the same fucking women. They're fucking nuts. They're also the same fucking idiots who are like anti-vaccine. So there's that. What goes around comes the fucking round, huh? Living under a dictatorship isn't fucking fun, now is it? You can not like abortion, but still be pro-choice. You could say, I personally wouldn't get an abortion, but I'm not going to stop somebody else from getting it. I have friends who say that exact same thing. They're like, I don't think I could ever get an abortion, but I'm not going to stop somebody else from doing it if they think that's what's best for them. You know? I can probably say that if I got fucking pregnant, for damn sure, it wouldn't be by my goddamn permission. I, right now, am not interested in sex at all. Really, I'm not. I say I'm pansexual, I might just be fucking asexual. But, besides the point, I'd have to get fucking raped. And you damn know well that I do everything in my fucking power to bite off that dick, to scratch my nails so deep in the skin, to leave several teeth marks in that skin. Oh, did I mention that if women falsely report a rape, they can also go to jail? You know, and then they get charged with felonies, and felons can't vote. Wow, that seems a little fishy, don't it? But back to the fact that I would probably get an abortion. I don't like children. I'd be a terrible fucking mom. I sure as hell ain't contributing to the overpopulation issue. And I sure as hell am not putting a child up for adoption when they're gonna suffer through the agencies and feel absolutely unfucking loved. I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. I'm not. If you are truly pro-life, what you're gonna have to do is, first of all, stop the criminalization of abortion. Okay? Because it's in the woman's best interest to do so. Second of all, you're going to advocate for easier access or free access to birth control. You're gonna advocate for earlier and more in-depth sex and health education in schools. Because that will prevent pregnancy too. Just so you fucking know. I know you can't wrap your hand around it, but oh my god. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can't kill a clump of cells. Because... oh shit. Oh fuck, I just killed a bunch of cells right there. Are you mad at that? If not, then you're totally stupid. Cool. Great. You're not killing something that can't survive without you. Just saying. Uh-huh. Oh, golly goodness gracious. What else do you fucking ignorant ass, disgusting ass, immoral ass motherfuckers say? What else do you fucking say? Leave it down below because I know the fuck you will. Maybe I'll make another video. Bottom line is, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of my uterus, get the fuck out of everyone else's fucking uterus, quit criminalizing fucking abortion, don't make it a felony to fucking falsely report a rape. You know those won't be false fucking reports. Don't make it a felony to have a fucking miscarriage. Knock it the fuck off. Get the fuck out of my health care. You claim, oh, yeah, get an abortion, but not all my taxpayer dollars. You know who your taxpayer dollars go to? The children in foster care systems. Oh my god, get fucking mad at that, then. But if you really were pro-life, you wouldn't be acting a fool. And any religious arguments are automatically out the fucking window. They're just out. Separation of church and state. Doesn't matter what you believe in with your religion. That doesn't dictate what else everyone has to do. Because that's what your ancestors ran from. The Handmaid's Tale was a warning, not a guidebook. It was a fucking warning, not a guidebook. So you need to knock it the fuck off. And if you are really like sizzling and in so much hatred about all this shit, why don't you go to fucking Russia? Because, I mean, Trump and Putin get along really well. So it must not be such a bad fucking place in Russia, according to that. You'd fit in fine. Again, I'm going to reiterate. If I got pregnant for any fucking reason right now, I'd get an abortion as soon as possible. And that's my goddamn choice. You can't control what other people fucking do. And you've made that clear with your just outrageous fight to be, oh, you can't force me to get a fucking vaccine. You stay out of my health care. You stay out of my child's health care. You stay out of our health care. I can't wait till all of these bunch of people fucking die. Because I know people my age and around my age are the same fucking way, but they definitely are in the goddamn minority. And we're doing our damn best to make sure this shit doesn't keep happening. So whenever all of these people drop fucking dead, it's gonna be music to my ears. I'm also so surprised nobody's fucking assassinated these motherfuckers yet. The argument could be, well, you didn't ban assault rifles. I got mine pretty fucking easy, so I took them down. That's not a suggestion at this point. Or that's not... Yeah, that's not a suggestion. That's a demand. If men with their big penises, or rather their micro penises, were able to get pregnant, abortion would be so easy to access because they'd be sitting here fighting about, you can't tell me what I can and can't do. I didn't want a child. Oh, yeah, by the way, when you masturbate, you're killing a bunch of kids. Every time you masturbate, you kill a bunch of children. So you need to stop masturbating. If you're a man and you're against abortion, stop having sex. Because 100% of pregnancies result from your sperm. So, oh, too bad, just don't have fucking sex. And if you are so adamantly like, oh my fucking god, you know, like, you can't tell me what the fuck to do, get a vasectomy. They're reversible. And then when you say, oh, you know, they don't always 100% work, well, ain't that just the fucking worst, ain't it? Yeah. Drop fucking dead. You're not pro-life. You're pro-controlling people. And a vast majority of the United States, an overwhelmingly vast majority of the United States, is not here for it. You might think you're really loud, but that's only because you, for some reason, are in power. And you're just disgusting and vile. And you had to rig an election to get here. So, you know, you sore losers, I suppose. Oh, by the way, leave the Equality Act a fucking alone. You inbred, disgusting motherfuckers.